And are we on the air? Yes, we are. Welcome on, welcome all to the Misfits Racing League, season number 12, the Beneath the Oaks Xfinity Series, live from beautiful Darlington, South Carolina, where we are racing. And yes, we don't have any throwbacks tonight, but if they have an in-car throwback, then they can run it. But again, throwback week. I'm Nick 2019 as your broadcaster, as always, with Rogue. How you doing, Rogue?
Perfect, man.
That's amazing. I am ready to see everyone scraping that wall, leaving their Darlington stripe on here, and then they have to repaint it after tomorrow night, you know?
Oh, she's the lady in black.
She is. And I tell you what, she's mean, she's bad, and I tell you, she's going to eat the tires up.
They say it's the track too tough to tame, right?
Oh, you know it, man. You know it. Last week at Gateway was a thriller. And I tell you, our very own Turnover King picked up the victory. His first Xfinity win, his second Misfits career win. And boy, did that surprise us both.
It's thrilling. It took him at the line. I bet it took a minute before the officials officially announced that they had to go to photo finish to confirm it. They actually beat Corolla to the line.
Exactly. And I was like, man, you heard me last week. I said, I think he just pulled over and let Turnover win. That's
definitely
insane.
One of the closest finishes in MRL's Xfinity. I believe. One of the closest.
I believe one of our closest. I can't tell you. So if there was another, well, we'd have to go look back at the footage if you ask me.
Right. If there is no one, please tell us which one it is.
We'd like to know. Yeah. Tonight is a big field, Rogue. It is going to be amazing. We got Fula in the 13. Hopefully he runs his throwback. Turnover, last week's winner in the 20. Ziles in the 22. Dave in the 7. Maddie in the 99. Piff in the 9. Cowboy Watson in the 16. Almost said 7. Eternal in the 78. Speedway in the 5. Tunes in the 11, JPR in the 90, Corolla in the 19, and GUYT in the 8. Oh my goodness. This is really going to be
a full field.
A scary field, if you ask me. A very scary field.
I think, I'll go back to my off-air statement. I think JPR's got most of the pressure on him right now.
He does.
He needs a good finish, and look at some of the drivers in this field. Some of the non-points guys he's got to compete with.
Oh, 100%. You nailed it really good. How he needs 70 points, Rogue. He needs to get to that 200 point tonight. And I think if he gets it either tonight or next week, that's going to help him a lot. 200 points is a lot.
Finish definitely didn't do himself no favors.
It didn't.
I don't know whether their team missed the setup or whether what it was, but he definitely was not. He missed it last week for sure.
Something was amiss on that car, if you ask me. I mean, again, JPR, who stepped down from the Cup Series, decided to come back down to Xfinity due to lack of points, and probably I wouldn't say lack of sponsorship, but that's what I'm going with. So, but it is going to be an interesting one. 70 points is what JPR needs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to, because if we ask, will this person do this, or how will this person do, you always can tag along and say yes or no. We'll have one of those questionnaires, if we could try to get that ever into a broadcast, either in Xfinity or trucks. So tonight we are going 74 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Stage 1 is 21 laps, stage 2 is 19, and the final stage is 27, giving the fuel roughly around 15 to 16 laps of the fuel mileage. Rogue, it is, you can't save here. Unless you know how to.
But it does open up for a lot of different fuel strategies. Some teams are going to elect the fuel pit right at the earliest opportunity, right when they get that final fuel window. Others are going to split the stage right in half. And then yet
100%.
others are going to run their tank out and then try to do that little bit at the end. It continues on. Multiple strategies can be played here.
Exactly. Last night the Cup race was at Michigan, and me and Rogue both raced it, and I tell you, that was the most chaotic Michigan race in my entire.
Well, first of all, congratulations for breaking your 7th place jinx.
Yeah, it would have been great to see on the write-up saying, "Oh, it's a Nick's gonna he's gonna have his 7th straight 7th place finish." Man, it was so dadgum stressful, and I had to be aggressive, but yet it's a part of racing. You can't do nothing about it.
Now, aside from your accomplishment, talk about your race a little bit more. Had an old friend return and run with us last night, and Keystone showed up and turned some laps around with us.
He did, and I think if that caution, which I honestly want to know what the reason for that really quick was.
I know I had spun on entry of pit road. Other than that, I don't know what took place with the incident on track. I was by myself when I spun, and I was down right at the entry of pit road. But somebody said something about them hitting the wall, too, so I don't know.
Yes, and I'm not sure, because what my thought was, and I know we got 9 minutes until they qualify and get everything set up, but yeah, I looked and I was like, well, crap, I'm not going to make it. So I was trying to stay within Corolla's draft to make sure I had enough. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't working out for me, if you ask me. And I think when that caution came in, I was like, oh, okay, well,
before that caution came out, I mean, Keystone dominated most of the race.
He did, and I think what I was going to say was if that caution never came out, I think Keystone would have had it. That's what I would.
I think it was his race to lose. I think the caution really cost him a chance. Not to take nothing away from Corolla's victory, but because Corolla was fast himself.
Yes.
Michigan boys were pretty fast last night.
And speaking of one of the Michigan boys, GU did not go 5 in a row. He missed last night due to his girlfriend being in the hospital. We hope she gets a speedy recovery. And boy, we don't have points, but that might have probably. I know it may or may not have helped him, but I think it didn't help his case.
Well, I know it didn't help him. There's no way it helped him. He lost points to Corolla, who was in 2nd place. Corolla, when he found out that GU wasn't making roll last night, Corolla knew he had a chance.
100%.
Of course, Keystone came down and tried to ruin that bubble, but then we all know how that ended.
Yes, absolutely. Really quick, before we make our picks, I want to thank our sponsors really quick, Mustang Makers, Printaholics, Beneath the Oaks podcast. You can listen to them on Spotify, on your phone, your tablet, wherever you use to listen to your music. Or I think they're on Apple Play as well. Check them out. Really nice group of guys. They make our Xfinity site really cool, and, they talk about us, and we like it. It's approval. And, Tonko Paints.
Tonko.
Thank you. I'm so much confusing.
Tonko Prints. Don't forget them.
Yes, I will have to have you or Justin do that because I am not good with that sometimes. But yes, those are.
Write it down, dude.
Oh, it's going to be confusing though. But hey, those are our sponsors. We'd like to thank those guys so much. Every sponsor is in here. We'd like to thank you so much for being a part of it.
I'm looking at the lap times during practice tonight. It could be a pretty good race for some of the drivers that's posted practice times.
Yes, and
5 drivers with posted times range between a 29.2 and a 29.5.
Well, and I'm going to say this right now. Out of the guys who are running for points, Turnover is the fastest car on track, if you ask me. And,
yes.
And go ahead.
On paper and watching them he has a car that looks like he could at least halfway hang with Cola.
Well, and that's another thing is we got to kind of point out really quick before we make our picks is that, how will that speed translate over into the race? Because you got to realize he is, what was he, 2 points behind the points lead?
Yeah, he's chasing Fuller by 2 points.
2 points. He needs to have a good points night tonight as well. He needs to regain that points lead and just go into next week and say, hey, we're going to have a good day and just fight like, we're going to fight like it's going to be a good race.
Your fellow broadcaster also, he's kind of racing today with some momentum going forward. And but he's also looking over his shoulder that Rookie of the Year competition. Full pull is slowly creeping in, getting a little bit closer to him in that points race for the Rookie of the Year honors.
Another one that's kind of creeping in is Speedway, so that's another driver. And here is your point standings. I don't know if you mentioned points right now, but Fula with 281, Turnover 279, Zios 254, Dave with 234, Maddie 229, Piff 220, Cowboy Watson 187, Eternal 187, Foolpool 167, Speedway 144, Tunes 131, JPR 130, G-Pre 90, Dilly 70, Oliver 53. And you got to realize if you're looking at points right now, there are close battles for positions. You got a close battle for the points lead. You got a battle for 4th. You got a battle for 7th. And you got a battle for 11th in points, pretty much. There's battles everywhere.
Right, there's battles all through the points. Nothing's locked up except for Stone. I said it last week. Ziles has been the biggest mover, steadily climbing up. First, he climbed his way in the top 5. Now he's saying 3rd.
Yes, he is. All right. Enough of really quick. Let's make our picks, Rogue. I've been waiting all night for this, man. This is one of my favorite segments, and as well, if y'all are watching right now, y'all can play along with us at any time here in Xfinity or Trucks. Y'all can play along and say, here's who I'm going to want to win or who's my dark horse. You can always tag along, and we'll read your comment and say, okay, this person wants this driver to win, or this, Y'all can tune in whenever you want and play along with us. For my winner, I'm going to throw out there, and I'm going to say probably Piff, and my dark horse is Ziles.
Piff and Ziles, huh? Well, my winner out of desperation, I'm going to pick JPR.
Oh.
I think he needs it the most. Maybe not a must-win because he's still got next week, but he definitely needs to make some more points than he did last week. Put it that way. Can't put all the pressure on next.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely.
And my dark horse pick is going to be Full. Is he running, right?
No, he's not.
Oh, never mind then.
Well, if you remember while we were in the main chat, he has obligations in the military, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for your service, and I'll pick somebody else for my dark horse. I'm going to go same as last week. He did me good. Turnover.
You're going turnover 2 weeks in a row, aren't you?
Yep. Again, we excluded drivers like Corolla. Sorry. Nothing personal.
We just need to focus on the Cup.
You're a ringer. You're a Cup driver, so.
You're a Cup guy. We're focusing on Xfinity. And you got to realize this.
You've got the fastest time of the drivers in practice.
Right.
Definitely.
And really
quick.
quick.
Will mention that you're going to probably win this thing.
Right. And you got to also realize, Rogue, he's probably got 2 more Xfinity races till his rides are over. Because remember,
right. He's coming down doing as much damage as he can, and he's doing decisively. 2 races to go before the playoffs, and he's coming down stealing points.
Oh, 100%. You're like, okay, well, I gotta make these Xtreme guys race for every spot, and I tell you that
Right,
is
it gets the points matter more and more and more the closer we get.
Brandon stepped down last night to take some points away from us Cup guys, though.
Yes.
That's crazy if you ask me. And so I said Piff and Siles. Rogue said Turnover was his dark horse, and he said JPR as his winner. I mean, you got to realize a couple weeks ago at the Roval, he dominated that race, didn't look back, and I think he needs to have one of those days, you know?
He don't have to dominate, but he's got to have a better showing than he did last week.
He really does. He really does.
He needs to make 200 points. Setting at 130 points right now, and 104 of those 30 the first two races.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So last week he didn't score very good. If he scores 25 points this week and 25 points next week, he ain't going to make it.
Yep, exactly. And besides, if you remember what Matty said, he's probably his playoff points are going to be excluded because he joined late.
Right. So they're just uses points for right now, and he's got to look at just getting in the show, regardless of where he's at. Put him in the dance and then let things happen.
Exactly. Oh, 100%. Really, that's a good way to put it there, Rogue.
But he's got to get to the dance, man.
He does. He really does. And I think it is going to be very, very interesting. Tomorrow night is here at Darlington as well. Rogue, you're going to be in there and running your truck. And I tell you, learning from what you had in Xfinity just a few minutes ago, would that translate for you tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they do handle different. I mean, one handles like a big, great race car, and the other handles like a tank. So, yeah, they are definitely different. But the familiarity with the track does benefit you.
Right. Oh, absolutely. But that is how we expect to see things. But tonight, I think it's going to be a great showing, given that we got a big field tonight, Rogue. A big field.
Well, hopefully we're going back short track racing. The last time we were on a short track, the flag guy had to file for workman's comp and used his shoulder so much weight flag. So hopefully.
Yes, he did. And we got 11 guys in the lobby. They're just starting qualifying right now. So, really quick, Rogue, next week, start week. Next Friday. Oh my goodness, I am so brain dead. I am talking too much. Next Tuesday is Bristol Dirt, where you got your first and only career cup win so far. And I'm looking for that Bristol Dirt win. I'm looking for that sword, man. I'm looking for that win. I promise you, I am not going easy on anyone at Bristol Dirt. Next week at our Xfinity, I believe, is at Kentucky. And next Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a dirt track week. It is going to be Eldora, double points. Rogue, you excited for double points?
Yeah, I mean, it gives a chance a guy like me sitting at the back so can I leapfrog a couple of the guys up front right before we go into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I always need the double points, man.
Exactly. Here's the thing, Rogue. Like I said, double points, and that is going to be absolutely crazy how, you got guys who pretty much, if you ask me, like I said, if someone is below that cutoff, who could possibly help them out to get up into the points. But right now,
yes.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we had a Daytona blew up with 109 views in the truck race. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could get more than 109 for next week at the Eldora race, that would be mind-blowing because this is big for us. And next week on the talk show, Dave will talk about what the double points and everything like that. So just keep your ears and eyes out for next week about, hey, here's what double points are and everything like that. So, but I'm excited for Eldora next week. I'm most excited for Bristol Dirt because that track, I would love to win there. I'd love to just say I finally won a cup race. I'm tired of hearing myself and waking up every morning and say, you know what, I've already won in a truck race, but I'd love to win a cup race now. This is my track. I swear, that'd be something.
It does. That trophy does look nice on my mantle when I look at it.
Man, you just can't, man, you got that lucky because I think I didn't outrun you. Well, here's the thing.
You didn't outrun me. I outrun you, but yeah, there was some luck involved. RKM had an issue and put him behind in a situation.
Yes.
Keystone had an issue and put him in a situation. And
you gotta realize,
just happened to benefit from their situation and found myself leading with a handful left to go.
And you gotta realize that there are gonna be some dirt guys joining us, like Dave, like Piff, and like Maniac. So watch out for them. But yet those guys don't like the 22 cars on Bristol Dirt. But hey, what do we know?
They drive different. The 22 cars on dirt drive totally different than the trucks on dirt. They drive different than probably the modified cars on dirt.
Exactly.
They drive different on dirt. So
100%.
Some of the dirt boys ain't coming up and showing that dominance that they normally show when we get to Bristol Dirt and Eldora. Now, when we get to Eldora, their dirt skills will show up free and clear.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Those trucks, they know how to sling around that dirt track. But these new cars in this Bristol don't drive the same.
Exactly. They just got done with qualifying, as you would say, Corolla, well, not really say it, but here he would usually say someone would sacrifice qualifying, and Corolla sacrificed the qualifying there, Rogues. So, woo. And your pole winner is going to be tonight. If this lobby will ever load. Okay. Here we go. Your pole winner is going to be Corolla. And I believe on the front row with him, I'm not sure. There's our invite from Maddie. Do not accept that yet. So I've learned my lesson on that one. So, yeah, I've learned that mistake so many times where before you even were in the league, Rogue, I had someone else in the broadcast with me, and we're like, okay, can we join? And then we joined. They had to restart the whole freaking lobby. It was funny as hell. It was great. So, it's Darlington tonight for tomorrow, or tonight and tomorrow. It is going to be absolutely fun. Oh, man.
You join yet?
No, not yet. He'll tell us in the Facebook chat. Did you get invites from Zizels? That kind of dude.
I'm getting invites from somebody. I don't know.
I just got one from Dave. Okay, thank you. God knows, Ziles. Thank you.
Hey, just making sure we get enough invites, right?
Man, on PS4s, you don't, it's funny how on PS4s, I think you could see how many you get, but only on PS5, you only could see the one, so. It'd been a great, if tonight was April 1st and Maddie put an April Fool's joke, said, guys, we're going to Iowa. April Fools.
Right?
Oh, man. All right, we're waiting. We're waiting, Maddie. Wait. 13 guys. Eee. How about Turnover starting second?
Right?
Hey.
Well, like I said, in practice, he had a car that wasn't quite as good as Corolla, but was right there, able to hang with him with a slip up here by Corolla, slip up there by rush the wall or flat traffic or whatever it may be, and turnover did have the car to hang around and maybe steal another one at the line like he did last week.
Yep, I agree, and we are good to join, I believe, right? Yep, we good to go. Let's get it.
Good to join?
Good to join. And really quick, Rogue, I mean, you gotta also realize this backstretch in at this track, I mean, it's gonna be treacherous, and we may see some cautions here and there. So that's my prediction. So.
Oh, definitely. This track, short track. I mean,
it's gonna be interesting. Right, here we go.
Beneath the Oaks, race at Darlington.
We are about to drop the hammer. Enjoy. Grab some popcorn. Grab you a soda. Here we go. Corolla turnover. Lead us to the green flag. Green flag. We're racing from the Lady in Black. Here. And looks like Foolpool did make tonight's field, so he does make tonight's field. So.
Oh well.
You want to retract your take, huh?
No, I'm gonna go with. I already picked turnover. I'm gonna stick with my 420, buddy.
Lap 1 coming and completed. And Corolla surges out front, and Dave went to last. You know why? Because he's going to try to save it, Rogue.
You think?
There's a lot of drivers trying to be. It's early on, and it's Darling. Oh, trouble back straight away. Ziles around, and looks like the 16 of Watson.
16 of Cowboy Watson's around. He's involved in it.
Ooh, I think someone flipped, and yep, Rogue. There's the first caution of the night, and I believe
it looked like it may have had Tunes was involved in it. Something happened with Tunes. I don't know what happened to spark that wreck, but.
What did I say just a few minutes ago? The backstretch wall, that backstretch is probably going to be treacherous tonight.
Well, I'm sure the Darlington stripe had something to do with that incident right there. I'm going to go on a limb and say Darlington stripe may have had something to play with that caution right there.
That might be.
Let's just do the pit strategies. 21 laps in that first stage. You can maybe stretch 16 without trying. 18, maybe if you saved it, can you?
Ooh, did someone stay out? Oh, Eternal, I think, took 2 tires. First time we've seen Eternal in the lead. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air.
And Corolla finds himself back in
deep in the field.
7th place.
Man. But right now, Fula tries his luck, and I tell you, looking back, Tunes is just gonna scoot his way backwards, as that could be a wreck. That looks like a wreck, but
everybody got around it. Everybody got around him.
That is textbook, if you ask me.
Corolla's involved in the 7. Corolla's stuck on the outside, and the 7 and the 9 are taking advantage of it.
Yes, he is.
Corolla drove in deep to try to get down in front of the 9 there.
16 to go, and was this a smart strategy by some drivers? I tell you, maybe it was. But out front is Fula. No surprise. He's always been the guy who wants to get to the front. Zios is in the wall, scraping the wall, and 3 wide. Looks like nearly 4 wide. They're gonna be 4 cars under a blanket for 4th. Ooh, Dave's in the wall. And we're still green, I think. Ooh, Zow's just got him back. Zow's got him back. I tell you, tempers can happen here too. So.
Oh, something happened with Cowboy Watson back there. He's slow off the pace.
Oh no. He's
got going, but he's slow and lost the position in action.
I tell you,
Back up, that battle for fourth place. Turnover slipping. Turnover drops all the way to 7.
oof. Oh, fool, I think just got into the 78 there, or the 19, I'm not sure, but that 78 is not giving up, dude.
Giles is sitting 5th.
That's a good run for him so far, but he ain't going to let Matty get around him. He's like, no, thank you. But right now, I tell you,
Piff is sitting 4th.
A good run for Piff so far. I'm watching from...
They get a pass for the lead there.
And Matty bounced off the wall. Maybe he's going to get around. If you all heard the talk show on Monday night, Matty wants to get... It's a Dave and Matty show whenever they're around each other. It's crazy how that is. But one guy
I already noticed it here in the broadcast that they were running side by side.
You know, one driver who's having a struggle right now is that 90. He is not going forward. He is going backwards. Something is amiss, and that could be... I'm not sure what it is, but he's going to split the middle. Look at this. Oh, my Lord. Split the middle between the 7 and the 10. I don't know how he did it, Rogue, but my God.
Something happened with the 13 up front, and Piff is now saying P2.
Oh, no. Well, it's a long race. Everyone's got to keep their heads straight.
13 has fallen to P5.
And I tell you, that's going to get up.
The 22 got to the wall.
Yes, he did.
22 giving an illegal pick to the 20, allowed the 13 to slip by.
But look who's making his charge. It's Matty who's trying to get inside the top 5 and say, hey, I want some stage points. I'm battling for 5th. Let's have some fun up here. But right now,
went by.
Right now,
given with dropping
10 laps to go, everyone's a lap short, I think. Unless you can stretch it, then you're okay.
I think the 13 has backed off to make a fuel play. I think Fuller is trying to... Fuller is coming to pit road. Fuller is coming to pit road.
Remember, this is a long pit entrance. And remember, he raced last night's Cup race. I'm not sure where he finished, but, I mean, he did pretty good early on. Stayed out longer than us Cup guys. And I tell you, 9 laps to go, and... You got to realize...
Fuller's got a dominating lead out there. He's opened up a 4 or 5 car lead over second.
Here comes Zios to pit road. I think, if you ask me, you know, if a caution were to come out right now, that would screw pretty much this opportunity if you're going to pit.
9 may have had some contact with the 78.
Looks like
not sure.
78 to second place, I believe. And right now, that 19 is checked out.
7's coming inside the 9.
Yes, he is. How about
toe?
That 10 is looking like he wants something. I'm not sure, but right now, 20 hits the 78. I'll tell you what, that 78 would like to get back to that 20 and just say, hey, what's the deal, man? But, hey, you can't get frustrated over something silly. I'm sorry.
The 90 hits the wall. JPR hits the wall and loses fourth place to Matty.
And I think
another pit road.
There's full pull to pit road. I believe someone. Turnover to pit road. And I tell you, it's going to get hectic. And remember, you cannot have a speeding penalty here in the third and final stage. In the first 2 stages, sure, probably you can brush it off. 6 laps to go. You got to wonder.
Right, a speeding penalty is a... You need a caution almost need a caution to come back from it. And I don't know what to do.
5 laps to go, stage number 1, and I'm not going to say it, but I have to. It's a death sentence if you get a speeding penalty, if you ask me. And right now,
if I would much rather be in Corolla shoes. He knows how many seconds he's got to work with, how much he can slow down and let them catch him and save fuel. He is definitely in the driver's seat in a fuel strategy game, in my opinion.
5 and 11 to pit road. Maddie's P2, and I think, that New Hampshire native is looking, man. He won the season opener at Daytona. Dave to pit road, by the way.
Over making his way back on the track.
Same with Full Pool, because I hate when I don't, because it's those F's or something. No, actually, Dave's not the pit road. I'm sorry, because I thought he was, but looks like JPR.
Oh, looks like Cliff may have missed pit road.
Oh no! Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing I forgot to point out, Rogue, is missing entry is gonna be difficult. Eternal to pit road. Dave is looking for fourth.
It's a tough break for that 9 car. He had a good car so early in stage one.
Look at this. Look at Matty. He is right to the back bumper. Remember, we saw this at Charlotte in the truck race. We saw this before. We've seen this song. Well, never mind. Here comes Matty to pit road. And you better pit now, because right now, leader hits 2 to go. And he's making it to pit road before the leader hit 2 to go. So that 19's all right. 2 to go in the stage. And I believe, I'm not sure who's second, but I know Dave is third. And, boy, I don't think I'm crossing my fingers on this, because Dave right now is third. Now he's actually second with 2 to go. And I think right now what Corolla needs to do is hope he doesn't blow a tire or anything, or run out of gas. That's his main thing. He just got to keep it calm and collected. Eternal came off the pit lane. And I believe they're coming to 1 to go, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Where is... They're at 1 lap to go in stage number 1. And leader is on the backstretch. And right now... Boy, Corolla is he slowing? Is he slowing? No, he's going. And stage 1 is going to come to an end. And what a stage win for Corolla. He'll take stage 1 over Dave in second. What a stage Dave just pulled. I mean, that's pretty cool. And Dave, like I said, Dave's going to get second here, Rogue. That's going to put him on the front row in stage 2. It's a good start.
Nice. Well, if his pit crew can hold it for him.
But don't worry, he'll probably have to drift.
We know in this sport, many races have been won and lost by the tire changer or the jack man or the fuel man.
Yes. Oh, man. Only 4 cars on the lead lap. Now you got to ask yourself, can we stay out and get the wave around? So it went Corolla, Dave, JPR. Oh, well, there you go. There's our picture. I can't really check because I'm looking. I think third was someone. I think JPR, then Piff, Fula, Maddie, Zios, Turnover, Tunes, and Watson. How about Tunes for some points there, Rogue?
Nice.
Hey, that's a good thing for Tunes, man. He's always...
Now, all those guys who got car locked down, are they going to take the wave around since they've already pitted?
Nope.
Or are they going to all battle it out for that lucky dog spot?
They're all going to battle it. Green flag and stage. Trouble. Front straightaway. Eternal did, something happened to Piff. He didn't go. Oh, teammates just wrecked. Oh, my goodness.
Looks like the 9 still hasn't got his car fired.
Well, I think he's out of gas. I think he forgot. I don't know if he... Uh-oh. Is he... Oh, you know what I think it is? I don't want to say it on the air, but I think he's rolling a blunt, maybe, and forgets.
Maybe. He's making his way to pit road down, and here comes the leaders. They flew by him.
Oh, he actually, you know what? He did pit, but yikes. Just, oh my goodness. Tough break, man. That is it. And how about second is JPR? Oh, man.
And making a move for the lead.
Yes, he did. I think he cleared him. Remember, 5 cars on the lead lap. I believe now 4 cars on the lead lap. This is really, really tough if you're this 9 car. I mean, If you ask me, everyone's in a dogfight for that free pass. It is a dogfight.
99's making a move to the outside of the 78.
Yep.
78's having a good showing tonight.
Ooh, but you got to realize that, Rogue, those are New Hampshire boys. We have the Cup and Cup. We have the Michigan boys. 78 and 99 are the New Hampshire boys.
It looked like there was no love lost there.
No.
From the same spot.
No.
What's a thing?
3 wide behind them. 3 wide between teammates and Speedway. And, yep, that is...
But Tim got full pole, got caught up in that mess a little bit and allowed the 13 who's trying to make his way back up to the front. That 13, Fuller, is on a mission.
Yes, he is. And I tell you right now, that 13 wants to win again in this league. But there
you know that with the strategy play in stage 1, with only so many people not pitting, it put that 13 in a vicarious spot, the same as it did many drivers. And he wants that lucky dog spot.
I don't blame him. I'd be like, heck yeah. And I'd tell you, right?
Unfortunately, there's 7 other drivers that want it too.
Oh, absolutely. Every single of these drivers who are
6,
still...
there's 1 already got it, so there's 5 guys on the lead lap right now.
4, I believe, because Piff is still trying to roll the pit road, if you ask me. I don't know if he's going to back out. Look at that. There you go. Full to pit road. Was this planned? Man, I
don't know. Did he take the wave around in the first one, and now he's pitting now, so he can go the distance? If it stays green and fuel strategy, he won't come out no worse than he came in. But it could work out to his play. He could get his lap back.
I'm sure. Let me see, because stage 1, yeah, I think he did, because Fula, remember, he did. I think he got the free pass at the end of stage number 1, so that's my guess. So that's my guess.
We'll see how it works out.
And the 9 comes off a pit road. Let's see if he gets refired or if he's... Yep, he finally does get it. You know what my thing is, Rogue? Yep, you know what I think, Rogue? I think it was the battery. I think it was the battery that malfunctioned on the restart. That's my guess. Here comes the 19 to pit road. 22 to pit road. 90
is... 13 started a trend, I think.
He sure did, and you know that 13 started the trend. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna pit, and y'all can just follow if you like. And how about second right now is Dave? And if you're Dave, you are having some good points tonight. This might be a top 3, maybe top 5 car for you. Ooh-wee, this is a tough track to get around, and I tell you, 22 still in his box. The 90's got something. He wants those points, man. He needs 70. I'm not sure where he got in stage 1, but I think
one of the 4 that stayed out. So, we got the 5 spinning. The 5 and the look like the 11 had an incident on exit of corner 3 or corner 2. Excuse me, my bad.
There's the 5. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was maybe...
The 7 had a front row seat to it. Dave had a front row seat to it. It looked like the 5 and the 11 were maybe just rubbing each other, and the 5 got on the 8 on exit, and it came around on him.
Oh, man. Oh, yes, he did. Dave had... Oh, he got clipped, though, on the corner panel, though. But, hey, you know, goodness gracious. That's racing, if you ask me.
Yep.
But right now...
the 99's in the wall.
Did he probably... Well, I was about to ask. I was going to say, did he get squeezed by his New Hampshire buddy? But
I think the 99 hit the 78, put the 78 in the pit road. There's going to be some unhappy drivers tonight.
Oh, I'm sure there isn't going to be many, but Dave to pit road. The 78. Oh, wait, is he? Oh, you know what I think it is? He's going to have to do another one. He's going to have to drive. Oh, man.
I believe so. I think he's going to have a speeding penalty.
No, because he's on track for some odd reason.
Or he got sit. He didn't get. He may have not got a penalty. They got sit down pit road.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And Dave's off of pit
I
road.
didn't see it all. I only caught what appeared to be a white car when Maddie's 99 car hit the wall.
90
it
on the.
came down and may have clipped a white car, I think, and then.
Do you see the 20? The 16's in pit road. The 90. I think there's another car. Oh, he turned hard into the wall. And 10's to pit road. I believe once this cycle is all out, Corolla might be the leader, and it's going to be close.
Eternal spun on his way into pit road.
I think he's got tire issues. I think that's what it is. But let's see. Matty to pit road, I believe. Matty was the leader just a second ago, and JPR, is now, I believe, running in third position, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Matty is on pit road.
Yes, he is, but Corolla back to the points. And I believe Fula is second. We have, right now, they're coming to 5 laps to go. Yeah, Matty to pit road, and 5 to go this time by. Well, we're at 5 to go this time by.
19 is on rails.
He was on rails last week at Gateway, and I tell you, that 19 has got something that we don't know.
Maybe a Michigan boy, but he's acting like he's owning South Carolina.
Well, he owned Michigan last night. He went to Victory Lane. He celebrated with the fans for just like a couple hours. Then he said, sorry guys, I gotta get on my jet. I gotta head to South Carolina for 2 nights. So, something happened in turn 22. Zios, I don't know what happened, but he was ghosted. Dave just drove through him for some reason. I'm not sure. I should have checked on that though. But
it looked like turnovers trying to track down that 13.
Well, he's trying
behind him. You don't want that 13 to get no farther away than that.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. He wants that 13 to just make mistakes, if you ask me. And
same time, he got pressure from behind him.
He has full
move. Yeah, full 10. Yeah.
He's got the 10.99. I'm not sure if it's for position, but right now, 9 got loose or something. Leader is at the front stretch, just past. I'm not sure. I mean, I believe this is 3 to go, maybe 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, lap traffic is not, lap traffic I think is a factor, but right now, 2 to go in stage number 2, but we're coming to 1 to go this time by. 5 lets the 19 by, says, all right, go on ahead, sir. You can take it if you like, but don't mind me. Piff to pit road, and it's been a miserable night for that 9 team. Just miserable. Tough break for him. Here they come.
19. One last time.
Coming.
3.
He is going to sweep stage 1 and stage 2 once again. Corolla, stage 2 winner. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, he is your defending Xfinity Series champion, but now he's not in Xfinity no more. He's up in the Cup Series, so.
We got Corolla.
JPR
full. Dave turnover of the top 5.
And that free pass is going to turnover. Dave is going to, not Dave. Turnover is going to get, he's going to get that free pass, and I'm kind of happy about it, if you ask me. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very good. How about Cowboy Watson getting some stage points? He's doing really good. He got 8th in stage 2. What a good job for him. Here we go. Stage 2 is getting ready to go. Green flag in the air. Stage 3 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to win in the Lady in Black? 27 to go.
19 jumps right back out to the point.
He sure does. I believe, did we lose anyone? Did they went back out? No. Nope. Right now,
APR is hot on that 9th tail.
Yes, he is. And I tell you, Dave just got squeezed by the 11 of tunes, and I think he got the double special of the 22, and then he got shoved by the 11.
22, there's a hornet's nest back there.
It is. I tell you, it is wild if you ask me. And Turnover's got a good seat.
Turnover's seeing it from his window saying, I got to drive through what?
He's got to drive through this. Oh, trouble. Back straightaway. Piff around. Speedway. Caution. And that benefits Maddie. So Maddie gets back on the lead lap.
Well, this may be for a couple drivers. Some of them may elect to try to take the wave around right now.
Well, I was going to say split strategy. Their split strategy
they got
could be.
There's 26 laps. You gamble and think somebody can't stretch it? You saw what they did in stage 1. I don't know. I don't know what you do on this. Whether you hope for another caution.
It's split strategy, man.
I know I want 4 tires. I don't care what you do, but I want 4 tires.
I want those fresh tires. I want to.
Yes, I want those fresh tires. Here we go. Look who's P2.
What about those teammates? What about the teammates, man? Green flag for Joe Gibbs Racing. You guys realize these two were in the same position last week.
Now, the turnover let the 19 slip in and slip down, and yes, he does. Perfect teammate work.
22 to go. Oh, Piff around, and I think Piff hit the apron for some odd reason. And I can't get that. There you go.
Like a single car incident.
Still going.
Stay green.
And I think that's what Matty would love to hear us say. Stay green, ladies and gentlemen.
Turnover's got that 90 up inside him now.
Yes, he does. And remember, Turnover's looking for 2 in a row, man. He wants back-to-back wins. He wants that victory, man. He told us, he's like, man.
And he wants that regular season championship. He wants to be that one leading when the playoffs start.
And that's right, a couple
Maybe
weeks.
Maybe not after reseeding, but the regular season, he wants that regular season trophy.
That'd be something to have, if you ask me. A regular season trophy. That'd be cool to have as a trophy.
Looks like the 90's looking inside that 20 again.
Yes, he is. I tell you, is he going to slide up? Merely.
It's a slide job. Turnover comes back on the inside. No.
And I tell you, I think what Turnover is telling that 90 is like, come on, get to him so we can pass him, you know? That's exactly what he's thinking, I'm pretty sure. But right now...
There's a 90 saying, I got something for this 19, just let me get
trouble.
Up there and catch it.
Around, Watson around, I don't know if nope, we're still green. I don't know if he got loose or something, drove it in too deep, keeps it going. We're still green.
You know his wife and kids at home just have a moment when they saw that one spun around.
Well, you got to also remember he had stuff done earlier today. He's been battling a lot of pain today, so we'd like to keep that in mind as well. But how about a battle for third between 1 and 2 in points?
Maddie's got from his front view.
Hey, yes, he does. Hey, Maddie wants an interview, man.
He wants a piece of that.
Oh, yes, he just did. He just did.
He just took a piece of that.
His famous words, Rogue, I put my nose in where it don't belong. It's amazing. But
and 90 pulled away from that P3 position, but he is failing to reel in that 19.
I think what that 90 wants the 19 to do is make a mistake and make him look like, just look like a fool on a
I look
mistake.
like the 13, they got a little loose on exit there.
And I don't think Ziles is for position, but Matty is saying, excuse me, coming through, I'd love a podium.
Now he goes underneath the...
Ooh, but what a push from Ziles, man. What a push. That is Class A.
Lost 4 positions on that transition.
Well, he's not really battling Fool Pool for a position, nor is he battling Ziles for a position, because both of them, remember, I believe, are still 1 lap down. Ooh.
Here we are back. The points guys battling themselves for position, each other for position again.
Don't look back now. Dave is looking for a 4th place finish. He had some good stages.
Looks like he's taking Turner to pit road. 38 is headed to pit road.
I think he's. I want to take a wild guess and say he's probably going to take it to pit road, park it, say, Darlington's just too much for me, man. 15 laps to go. I've had a stressful night, so.
It's in the fuel window. It's the fuel window. Everybody's got to pit again. If he's the first one to do it, maybe he can pick up some track positions.
Well, he's a lap down, and I'm hoping if a caution comes out, he hopes. I think he's probably 2 laps down. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, if a caution comes out now, it has to be after the cycle, after everybody's pitted.
Exactly, very true. But right now, who's gonna be the first to pit between the 19 and the 90? How about the 19? Just look at that gap.
90's catching them.
Yeah, I tell you, that 90 wants victory. He's like, excuse me.
On the track, that car in the 3rd spot on the track, I don't know where he's at on the point leaderboard, but that 99 saying it's the car 3rd place.
Well,
on the track.
I'm going to hate to say this to you, Rogue. My pick is out the window and gone for the night. He gone.
Right?
He's
gone.
That 9 is taking his car to the garage.
The 22, the 13 are headed to pit road.
Oh, man.
Ooh, the 22 had a little issue there. A little puckered up there. May not lose. Fly back up in the track, but he gained it under control.
19 to pit road. So 19 to pit road. That was I was going to say. Who was going to be the first one to pit between the 90 and the 19? It
looks like the 90's coming to pit road.
Sure is. I tell you, that's going to be key.
Like I said, Charles started this rodeo. He did it with 15 to go. Technically, he can make the distance now. If the yellow comes out, Turner will be all right. They cycled around. He's got his lap back.
Oh, not really. He's got Matty as the leader, his New Hampshire buddy.
Right.
So, my thing is, I saw in stage 2, Dave take 2 tires, and here comes Dave to pit road. 19's off of pit road. I believe Dave, is he going to bring his automobile to pit road? Let's see. Yes, he is.
Dave's coming to pit road.
Remember, this is 45 miles per hour on entering, and you cannot go over 35. And you got to now ask yourself, who's going to be the next to pit road? Is it going to be turnover? Is it going to be Matty? It's going to be turnover, ladies and gentlemen. And I bet you right now, what Matty would love to not see, well, not really like to see, is a caution because he hasn't yet to pit. Watson to pit road. But Matty's having a good night. He's actually having a great night. He is wanting a podium. He wants an interview, man. I know he does. Knowing Matty, remember, he won the season opener at Daytona. I know it's not a cup race, but that's a crown. That's a track that every kid wants to win at Daytona.
After the pit cycle worked around, that 19 still finds that 90 right on his hip bumper back there.
Do you think he's going to give him a little, maybe some chin music? I think
Roll's got to go into this with the knowledge that it means nothing to JPR that he don't get points.
Ooh.
So JPR's on a mission.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, that's his mistake. I told you. That 91, that 19 to make the mistake. Exactly what he needed. Maddie's on pit road. Did he speed? I don't think he sped. Maybe he did. I can't remember. I can't tell you.
So the 20 is entering track after his scheduled pit stop.
I don't know, because that's... If Maddie sped, that's going to cost it. Oh, man. Don't tell me he did. It's plausible. It's possible. I don't know. Boy, I tell you. But right now, Maddie wants a finish to have. With 8 laps to go, it is going to be one heck of a battle between the 90.
Maddie almost got loose on exit.
Yikes.
I don't think he sped.
No, I don't think he did either. I think I was just making sure, because I was like, boy, that could have been a lot worse between the 7 and the 99.
JPR has opened up a 2-car lead over that 19. I don't think anybody had anything for that 19, but my dark horse is coming through.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, that is going to be...
Of course, that 19's not letting him go away. He just sucked right back up to his back bumper right there.
It is going to be very, very close, and seeing who's going to win this thing. Because remember,
but these two have the whole third to the front stretch lead over that P3 car.
Ooh, that's a wall. They bounced off the wall. They're coming to 5 to go. And what does Corolla want to do? Does he want to get to that 90 and say, hey, I'm going to try to win this thing with 5 laps to go? Remember,
22 got into the wall, allowed the 13 to 10 to get by. I don't know if that was for position.
I believe that.
I think that puts the 13 in P3.
I believe so. But, Rogue, you got to also remember, last night in the Cup race, we had a caution with 5 laps to go. Will that change? Will that be an effect?
Right.
But here's my problem, or here's the thing, you got to have a good runoff. You got to have a good setting, you got to get that.
It looks like Turner's not having the best of nights. He's losing a couple more spots to that 13 car. That's more points. Makes his work tougher next week.
Well, because you got to realize, Turner's currently in 4th position, and right now, that's not what that 20 needs. Oh, look at this. Battle for the lead. Exactly what Corolla wants to do is pull the upset. He wants to go 2 for 2 in the week.
Right?
I tell you, it is desperation time. If we can get to the lap.
Oh, they brushed the wall.
Yes, he did. That's what... So right now, coming at 2 to go. This time by Rogue, it is 2 to go. JPR needs those 2 laps to get him. He needs to get there. 2 to go, Rogue.
Also a lap car coming. Will he come into play? Will a lap car become a factor?
Well, here's another thing. What will the 90 ride the wall? Not really ride the wall, but will he get up there and woo?
Ooh, got a little exit on corner 2.
That's not good.
That's not going to help his cause.
Nope, it's not.
But he's going it deep in 3.
He did. He's going to get
deep
him.
in 3.
1 to go this time by. Here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Beneath the Oaks podcast. What will JPR do? Is he going to get there?
Is he going to risk what he's already got? A P2 finish?
He does not. Here you go. Backstretch. I think 3 and 4 is going to be his big problem. Here you go. 1 last chance. 1 last dish. And both to the wall. Here comes the 19. Both looping it. 90s around. Corolla goes 2 for 2. He'll win here in Darlington.
DPO takes a second.
Oh, man. I was hoping that something was going to get crazier. But I believe 13 will get stage 2. Oh, not stage 2. He'll get 3rd place. Man.
That 99 may have got 4th.
5th.
No.
Wow.
No, we got 4th.
Cowboy Watson will get another top 10
Corolla,
finish.
JPR, 4, turnover, Matty, Dave. Full pull, Ziles, and Eternal.
Yes.
Do the rest.
Eternal, Cowboy Watson, Tunes, Speedway,
Top 10 for Watson.
Another top 10, dude. I'm telling you, he's got something for him.
Top 10 for Watson.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
good showing last week, too.
And the fastest lap goes to JPR with a 29.262. Heck yeah. Let's see if we can get the...
Here.
Yes, sir. Doobity-doo.
It was a heck of a race we just had, Soft. I'd like to thank
Yes, sir.
the Neat Dope Podcast for putting on a good show for us in MRL Racing. Also,
Yes.
shout out to Mustang Makers, Workaholics, Go Prince, Tomco Prince,
Absolutely.
whoever else we met.
We just need... What's his name?
One more.
How many? Oh, we need 2 more. We need JPR and Fula.
There's JPR.
Now we just need Fula. Do we really need to send Fula an invite? Oh, okay, maybe we do. Okay, hold on, let me get him. My fault. Where's Fula? Fula. Where are you at, Fula? Where's Fula's messages? There you go. Where's Fula? Fula. Come on, Fula, get your butt in here. There we go.
There we go.
Alrighty, let's start with these post-race interviews really quick. First of all, let's go to third place driver, Fula. Fula, you had a good car. I mean, you played strategy early on. Walk us through it.
I just, raced honorably today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. You're gonna probably extend that points lead maybe by. I'm not sure, but you probably extend that points lead, bud.
Will for a little bit, but turnover will be getting it, and I wish him luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you got anything for him there, Rogue?
No, other than your car looked fast. Did that fuel strategy play during the stages that change any way you raced?
Nope, it just got close to screwing me over.
Right. Well, you had a fast car. We saw you come back up through the field to get to that P3 position. And maybe if you could have got to the bumper, you could have had something for you. But good showing.
Very true.
Thanks.
Now let's go to second place really quick. JPR. JPR, you started towards the tail end of the field tonight. Almost, my guy. Almost. What happened, man?
Well, the qualifying situation, we failed, I guess, qualifying inspection, so we had to start in the back. We would have started second, but had to go to the back. And that first stage, I was just trying to make sure I got through. Didn't cause any wrecks, wasn't a part of any wrecks. And then we had a caution about halfway through the stage, which left us basically a lap and a half short on fuel. So the fuel was easy to save. It was more about the tires more than anything for me. So I think the top 5 at the end of stage 1 was able to save. And then it was just trying to get up to the front. And once I got up there, I felt like I had a good car. I honestly think I was a little bit faster than the 19, but on that last pit stop, I didn't make any adjustments. And once I got by him, I was fine, but it got tighter and tighter and tighter, and it just let him creep right back up to my bumper and gave me a little bit of a nudge into 3 and 4. And I tried everything I could to stay on the bottom of the on the apex there, but moved me up out of the lane a little bit and got by me. And I think on the white flag lap, I thought it was going to get a little interesting because we had some lap traffic, but the lap car kind of took a lane that I was thinking about taking, and then Corolla trying to get around the lap car kind of got loose, and then I got loose, and it was everything I could to make sure I finished second with the point situation the way it is. So a little disappointed because I thought once I made that pass I was going to drive away from him, but unfortunately I didn't.
Yeah, really. I mean, I thought it was going to be a great finish. I thought we were going to have a photo finish, if you ask me.
Yeah, once I got by him, I pulled maybe 2 or 3 tenths on him, and then I started focusing on my line, and I would go into the corner, and it would just drift up, and it was so tight in the center, in 1 and 2, and I was like, all right, well, just ride it out the best you can, and he found something, or maybe his car just was a little bit looser on the long run there, and he had a decent run on me one time coming out of 2, and he took the momentum down the back straightaway and made a move on me in 3 and 4. So, yeah, I mean, nice to finally finish where I think I ran about. So we'll take the top 5, take the second place, move on. Got some good tracks coming up, so a lot of dubs are coming the 90s way.
Oh, I think
a little bit of the pressure now. You got some points this week because last week was a disaster when it comes to that. Relieve the pressure that maybe next week you can hit that 200 mark. I mean, yeah, good showing tonight.
I think where are we next week?
I believe Kentucky.
I don't even know off the top of my head. Kentucky's a good track. I think we got something good there. I just, for whatever reason, I missed the setup in Gateway, and once I realized I didn't have a really competitive car to do what I wanted, I tried to stay out of the guy's way, and I kept getting dive bombed and getting put in bad situations, what led to wrecks. So I don't think Gateway was as bad as it looked, but good to rebound, get to top 5, and go on to next week.
Yeah, yep, very good on your second place there, my guy. And we'll go to our runner really quick. Corolla, I mean, 2 nights in a row. That's 2 for 2, man. What are you thinking about tomorrow? Are you going to go for the trifecta?
Sure, we're going to try. Tonight, in the first stage, we had that early caution, and I was debating on saving or pitting, and I ended up saving and staying out, and unfortunately for the guys, I understand where they're coming from, being put a lap down and basically out of contention, but with all things considered, we had a good run. That last run with me and JPR was pretty incredible. When he got around me, I thought it was over. He made a great move into 1. I tried to block the bottom, and he went high, backed his corner up, and basically crossed me up. that was a great move. But you know, after a few laps, I turned my mirror off, turned off my fuel and tires, and I focused forward to running back down, and ended up with the win.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, next week, I mean, well, tomorrow I will say is Darlington. I mean, like I said, you're looking for a trifecta, man.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow should be a pretty good race.
What you learned tonight, you think you can transfer over to the trucks tomorrow?
To be honest, before we started the race, before we started qualifying, I didn't have a setup ready, so I could not find an Xfinity setup, so I did use a truck setup tonight, and it worked pretty well.
Well, man, you're looking for 3 in a row, and hopefully it works out for you.
Thank you, and I want to give a huge props to JPR, man. He ran me clean, and that final lap was it was all or nothing, and we battled it out like a classic Darlington finish.
Oh yeah, that looked really good if you ask me.
It was definitely fun.
With that being said, congratulations to Corolla on his victory at Darlington. Hopefully he can go for the trifecta tomorrow night. Rogue, I think it was a great race if you ask me.
I think it was a great race. We had little issues early, but we also had some good green flag running, too.
We cleaned it up.
It was a good race.
It was a good race. I think it was one of the best racing ever. And, you know, yeah, I think, you know, given to tomorrow should be a lot better. And with that being said, I want to thank everyone for watching. Rogue, thank you so much for always being up here with me. It really is amazing. Tomorrow night will be Darlington for the Truck Series. I don't know if they're allowed to run customs. I don't know. We'll have to wait and hear that by Dave. Next week for Cup, we are going to Bristol Dirt. Next week for Xfinity, Kentucky. And of course, the main fun event next Thursday night will be at Eldora. Double points. Yes. Oh my goodness, how crazy would that be?
You have to tune in and see how crazy it is. Keep a great show, Black Oak.
Yes, sirree.
The podcast can do for us.
Yep, and that is good. Make sure y'all tune in to next Monday's podcast, and it's going to be fun. Tune in tomorrow night as well for Darlington. I want to thank our sponsors really quick: Mustang Makers, Printaholics, Beneath the Oaks podcast. You can listen to anywhere on Apple Music or Spotify, wherever you listen to your music. Yeah, on your phone, your tablet, wherever.
Prince.
Thank you, Tomco Prince. We'd like to thank y'all so much for everything y'all do, especially Mustang Makers for making our trophies. You know, it's amazing. It's going to be amazing how we will get to see how pretty they look. With that being said, we're going to sign off. See you all here tomorrow, same time at 8:15 Eastern Time. Races at 8:30. Live from Darlington tomorrow night in the Truck Series. Rogue's going to be down there. I'm going to be up here laughing at his humiliation. So,
I'll try to put a good show on.
Yes, absolutely. With that being said,
to talk about.
Yeah. With that being said, we're going to close it out and have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.